exposure was something that, and you understand again with having that big arm and being able to sign in, exposure just happened, just kind of happened. It shows up when you do those type of things. You don't have to worry about the scouts in the stands or who's coming to watch you because they're going to be there. Like, that's going to happen, and eventually you're going to get an opportunity. We've gotten into a place where scouts didn't know where to go, still don't. Everybody's trying to get a right. Everybody's trying to get a dollar hold, if you will, on a certain demographic, and it just became less about baseball and became less about proper teaching and became more about a rat race with confusion. So New Balance Baseball decided they want to get involved in something that was going to have an impact. And the genesis of that, of Program 15, now turned into the Future Stars Series. And so the Future Stars Series is essentially the event arm of what Program 15 does when it comes to development and scouting. Now, since then, we've grown and gone different directions, and that's great. But for the baseball side of it, that's where we are. That's the Future Stars Series, and that's Program 15. So the Underclass Combine, all of that history to get back to just one level of what we do. The Underclass Combine are the best players around the country that we've seen, including Canada and Puerto Rico, right? And we bring them together by class into an event. It was about 160 players this last one. Probably saw 1,000, 1,200 players to get to that number. And that will come into a 3 or 4 day camp, depending on what we do. Athletic test. It's our formula. So, there's pro agility. There's a broad jump, triple broad jump, med ball toss. There's going to be a vertical jump that we do. There's a 10, 40, and the 60, and Pelotero testing, which is force plates. All these things that we do, vision, psych, that other people are doing pieces of now, which is something we'll talk about off camera. But now, so people are doing pieces of that, gives me an athletic score. And that helps the players understand their athletic profile, right? Where the deficiencies are, what they need to do to be able to improve, be the best physical version of themselves. And we all know basketball is one way, football is one way, baseball is another way. Bodies are a little bit different in each sport for that reason. So helping them understand how to do that, helping them understand how to balance, cross training and how to be the best they can, and then how that applies to an ultimate baseball role. I would say it's safe to say you profiled as a reliever, right? Well, I profiled as somebody who had hit the ball a long freaking way. And if I didn't do that consistently, right, I wasn't going to have a job. This wasn't going to happen. So you had to be able to put that together. And these kids have an understanding of that as role building, we thought would guarantee the best level of success as roles equal value. So the 25s, we do that, watch them play some games, get that testing. We test it every time we see them. And the idea is that we're seeing these kids 3 or 4 times a year in different levels of base, different levels of width, and it helps them develop into something they're going to be. We're not here to replace travel teams. We're not here to replace high school baseball, certainly. We're not here to do that. It's a supplement. It's a guide in different places that allows them to have a high level of feedback and take it forward. And then from that in Underclass Combine, we'll select 50 players to go play this year's events in Fenway Park for that age group. Now, nice. We have two different Major League stadiums that we're using now. I'll say on your podcast publicly for the first time, there may be as many as 4, which would give us the only distinction of having that because the Major League clubs are all behind us. We got 26 of them, and it's something that were very gratifying to be able to do. But that was the focus of the 25 Combine. And so from there, we have a tournament now, 24 Combine next week, which is for our main event. After those are done, there's a 26 Combine. We'll pick all the rosters, and then they'll get 50 players to get a chance to go play in this in the Underclass League in Fenway Park.
Wow, that's awesome. Especially as a young kid and get an opportunity to play in a place like Fenway. I've never even got the opportunity to play in Fenway.